seconds.
G'day and welcome to the Eastern European TI11 Qualifiers. Game 2 between Outsiders and Parni. Game 1 was taken by Outsiders in, I would say, a draft win. They had a very clear draft, eliminate one person, have heavy burst, pick off around the map with heavy burst, and then just have 3 unkillable cores on the front line in a Medusa, a Necrophos, and DK that they just couldn't get touched. And the draft came off to perfection. Parni had more of a healing orientated draft, trying to sustain the fights to make it go a little bit longer. But in the end, they just didn't have enough to save the person who got on. Between an Omni Knight and the Solar Guardian coming out, it still just wasn't enough. So first bans, Chen and Phoenix. The Chen, I think the Chen bans will slowly start to fall off as the meta develops. But for the time being, Chen's still seen as reasonably strong. Phoenix, healing from the Sunray can potentially keep someone alive through a burst from a long range away as well. So 2, I want to call healing supports taken out from Outsiders, and they immediately take the DK. So same plan as last time. Get that strong DK stun, Dragon Tail, and then follow up with some burst on top. And away you go from there. First bans from Parni, the Enigma, and the Undying. Undying nerfed slightly, but still strong enough with that Tombstone to control a lot of team fights, particularly if you play around a high ground. So their first pick is the Dawnbreaker. Very similar draft so far to game 1, and honestly the Dawnbreaker played very well. 9 Pasha's Dawnbreaker was probably the only hero keeping them in that game for as long as they were. Particularly that early game, they got that first rotation onto the mid, onto the Necrophos on GPK, and was able to get the pick off then. It was just because of 9 Pasha that they did that. Otherwise, they would have been run over a lot earlier. So last time they went for the Enchantress and the Dawnbreaker first picks. The Enchantress just didn't really seem to do anything. Yes, the Impetus pure damage contributed to a couple of kills, but it wasn't something that another hero just couldn't have done with a couple of right clicks as well. So do they want to go into this heavy sustain driven draft again, or are they going to switch it up with this second pick? No, okay, they want to get more aggressive, and I like it. I like the second pick from Parni. The Dark Willow used a lot at ESL1 Malaysia. The Terrorize is very strong. You can catch a Terrorize into some other AoE control, i.e. a Mars Arena or a Coil from Puck. You can really start to control a team fight. And this is much better. This is an aggressive support. You get a Yules on Dark Willow. I was watching, who was that? Not Boxy, not Mickey. The other one who used to be on Liquid. The other was Tiger. Tiger playing with the Dark Willow at ESL1 Malaysia, and he was just going in and getting pick-offs by himself solo with this Dark Willow once he had the Yules. So I like it. It's an aggressive pick. And Outsiders come back with Alina. Ooh, where has this hero been? Out in the cold. In the frosty wastes? I have to think it's a GPK Lina. Surely they're not picking a support Lina. This early... It's a strong stun. You've got good burst once you hit level 6. But if you're not core, you really do get picked off quite easily without a BKB, without high levels of move speed, maybe from a Boots of Travel. On a support Lina, you don't have the levels, you don't have the Fiery Soul stacks. It does fall off quite quickly. But I think this is going to be a mid Lina, offlane DK at this point. Which does give Parni a lot of room to work with. Now, they do get rid of the Invoker from the side of our Outsiders. Good sustaining mid laner, can sustain through the Dragon Slaves of Lina. Parni in return get rid of the Viper. So Viper, good, strong laner. Particularly Dawnbreaker can suffer. Because as a Dawnbreaker, you want to be able to get that BKB and be untouchable in the fight. What Viper can do with the Viper Strike, it goes through the BKB and just slows you down, and you don't get value out of that BKB. You end up just sort of running around and not getting to hit anything. And that Dawnbreaker becomes very vulnerable once you don't have the BKB. The other thought here is that Viper is being banned so that they're thinking of picking up maybe a Timbersaw, maybe a Bristleback. Bristleback would be on the cards here. You're thinking, why are Parni banning the Viper? What passive are they wanting to bring online? Is it a Spectre? I highly doubt it, but it's possible. What passive don't they want to get disabled here? Bristleback is the one that springs immediately to mind. Skywrath Mage banned out, so they don't want that DK Skywrath follow-up like it was in game 1. It was incredibly strong. Hit the blink timing on DK with the Mystic Flare on Skywrath Mage, and, you know, one of the heroes was heading to the airport much earlier than the rest of the team. The Omni Knight being taken out of this draft. Outsiders identifying that that hero actually was the one that caused most of the trouble for them in that first game. Faceless Void, so big AoE control being removed. Yeah, that makes sense. If they're still looking for a carry hero here, you can follow up the Chrono with the Terrorize if you don't stack that. And as they become unstunned from the Chrono, they're terrorized, run them into some brambles. It just becomes a lot of control that you can't stop. You can't mitigate that. You get chronoed, you get terrorized. There's nothing you can do about that. Okay, so we see a TA. Now, recently TA has been the meta pick for the safe lane. However, against Alina, the reflection does work quite well against the Dragon Slave. I guess Alina does remove the refraction charges quickly towards the mid game once she gets those fiery soul stacks up. But in terms of the laning phase, the refraction can just negate a lot of that harass damage coming from the Lina. So potentially a bit of a flex pick for Parni at this point. Not quite 100% sure where they want to send that TA, whether it's to the safe lane or to the mid lane. I'm hedging towards the safe lane. They want a nice strong TA to cut through this DK. The issue was last game they didn't have enough damage to get through the DK. Actually, a little bit surprised they didn't pick Viper themselves, Parni. Doom comes out. So, similar idea from Outsiders. Just remove heroes from the fight. Doom someone. Just doom someone and then they can't do anything. Lincolns. Let's talk about Lincolns then. So we have so far 1, 2, 3 ways to proc Lincolns, but Doom can always pick up another way with a neutral creep. But those 3 ways, Lincolns are very valuable. Like, you want to stop the DK stun. You want to stop the Laguna Blade. You want to stop the Doom. The Lincolns is quite value so far in this draft. And Doom going to naturally scale with their farm. Ooh, Winter Wyvern. I want it to be a core Winter Wyvern. I want it to be a mid Winter Wyvern. I know we're probably not going to get that. I know this Lina is probably going mid. But in a world where we get a mid Winter Wyvern against this Dawnbreaker and TA, just hitting them from afar, burning down those refraction charges with the Arctic Burn, that'd be a game I would be very excited to see. So, a little bit of fake hype. A little bit of fake hype there because, you know, we're not going to see that. 1 minute left on the reserve time for Parni. The 9 Pasha's hero looks like it is picked up, and probably that of Evans with a 4 Dark Willow. Still looking for Immersions 5, which is likely to be picked now, and then we'll see either Coma's safe lane carry last or Depress Kid mid. Did mention the Death Prophet did get banned out.
Radiant's turn to battle.
Dazzle. Dazzle lanes quite well now with the poison touch. So looking to fare a little bit stronger in the laning phase. Try and transition not so far behind heading into that mid game. However, once we hit the mid game, Dazzle is just a walking shallow grave. So we're looking at, is Dazzle going to be in the right position to save someone from a Blink DK initiate? And will Wyvern be able to catch the Dazzle in the backlines with the Winter's Curse before that grave comes out? That's really how we're looking at team fights playing out. Can Wyvern catch the backline with the Winter's Curse, while on the front line DK and Lina and Doom blow someone up? Oh look, Goth Tinkerbell. Yeah, Dark Willow. Yeah, and she pretty much is Goth Tinkerbell, Tetra, etc. Welcome to the stream. Storm Spirit and Ember Spirit banned out from the outsides. A little bit of hate on the Spirit brothers. Batrider taken out. So Batrider always very strong for the single target pickoff. Parni deciding that they outsiders might want more single target pickoff after the Doom Lina DK picks. They might want more. Possible. They're thinking this Lina is actually a support, and as this draft develops, it must be, unless we're seeing a Doom support.
Radiant's turn to pick.
But this maybe this Lina is a support. Alright, I'm excited to see a support Lina, see how they build that with the levels and the items they definitely go in. You still have to just head towards a Yule's or a 4-staff, I guess. Dazzle looks like a radio kind of took even more white powder than normal. Yeah, a little bit. Gonna be wrangling the big horns of this bull right here. Big horns of Doom. He's gonna have a demon bull. You're gonna have to handle in the rodeo. Razor last pick. So Razor very strong against Dawnbreaker and Templar Assassin, just taking away their physical damage. If you look at Parni's draft at this point, obviously before the final pick, their two real big damage dealers is the TA and Dawnbreaker. And not to say Dark Blue can't deal a lot of burst with the Bramble into
5 seconds.
little pixie attack, which I can't think of right now. Ricky. Oh, okay. So it is a GPK Lina mid. Ramsey's safe lane Razor. Is this a 4 Doom? Safe lane Ricky Coma, mid lane TA against the GPK Lina. Pasha will once again take the Dawnbreaker. Immersion on the 5 Dazzle and Heaven on the Willow. It's a 5. It's a 5 DK. A 3 Doom. 3 Doom, 5 DK, and 4 Winter Wyvern. Okay. Scratch what I said from the first draft, that qualifiers, TI qualifiers are all about clean, easily executable drafts. That's what you want to do at TI qualifiers. You don't want to be risking scary strats in your first game of qualifier. Outsiders, they're not abiding by those rules at all. They want to pick some nice diverse heroes first off, try and scare teams later on into banning certain heroes. Yes, this is a particular cosmetic. Certainly doesn't look like the base one. Melina cross Milan. Yeah. Magician girl from Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, I'm not surprised. Now, I wonder if I can predict this game. Give me the first Roshan kill. No? Still bugging? Sure. Sure.
Prepare for battle.
Nice. Good job. Good job, Valve. Wow. Well done. First day battle pass. So smoke coming out from outside, straight down the mid lane. Woods, one sentry on this 5 DK. Wood will get placed up on their high ground. GPK will throw that down to Press Kid. Coming in with their own observer wood, but he's not on the cover of smoke, and they will get an immediate D-ward on that one. So both of Outsider's wards don't get spotted at all. And one of Parni's wards will get immediately pinged out. Saying that though, they're going to know that they have a ward there to spot that. So easy 100 gold.
30 seconds to
Ward's not going to last too long. GPK, yeah, has the sentry. Pass that over, and one of those will go down. 100 gold into GPK's pockets. Look at that. Net worth, yeah, 750 already. Plus, it's nice. We don't have the gentleman's agreement. No. Damage is coming into contest. You gotta be careful. I guess he does have the wind. Yeah, the flying. And just Arctic burn over the cliffs. You need to be careful of that Dazzle level 1 with the poison touch. Get those stacks start to stack up, or at least it stays on you. And the damage per second increase. Well, damage per second doesn't increase, but the slow per hit does increase. You can get really, really in a bit of a bind. Actually, immersion. He's gonna give it to him, yeah. He's gonna take the hits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep that poison ticking. See, it's still ticking. It's still ticking. It's still ticking. It's still ticking. He's gonna get another click. He's gonna get another click. Oh, it's done. And look at that, one spell, and Yamich is down to 282 health. Tetra, etc. Are you not entertained? Get on in here. You see the power of the 5 Dazzle early on. One spell, and he's using all his regen already. So in the top lane, for Parni, Coma on the safe lane, Ricky, supported by the position 5 Dazzle. They'll be laning up against the 4 Wyvern of Yamich, who's blocking the camp at the moment, and DM on the 3 Doom. In mid lane, so we'll see TA being played by Depressed Kid, up against GPK on the Lina. And down in the safe lane, we see the position 5 DK with the level 1 Dragon's Blood. And actually, who's going on here? Ramsey's got the suck, but Pasha said, yeah, I don't need damage. I'm just going to come on in. You want to run at me? I'll run to you. Pasha and Heaven in the off lane for Parni. Root comes out, Brambles, Ramsey's going to go down here. Oh, the wand, just living. That early wand. 9 Pasha wasn't able to get the connection with the Starbreaker, was just short a little bit of mana. You get that follow-up first blood kill, as they did in game 1 actually. So DM going to scale quite nicely on this Doom, leveling up the Devour. Probably max that out for the Scorched Earth first, but we'll get at least 2 or 3 levels in Devour fairly early. Water Runes have spawned mid lane. Press Kid with the levels in Refraction should be able to negate a fair bit of damage from the Dragon Slave, but Fiery Soul should be able to beat through some of those stacks reasonably quickly. So the idea is that the static link will negate most of the physical damage coming out from 9 Pasha, but if that damage can be done before the static link has a chance to build up, then it's not going to do its job. So the trick here is if Ramses uses the static link on Pasha, he's going to make a decision. Is he going to go in, or is he just going to disengage for the next minute, basically? Because if he gets a full static link off, you can't come up and contest the lane as the Dawnbreaker. Does get the LSA, burning through those charges of Refraction. Depressed Kid taking quite a beating. We knew from game 1 that GPK did outplay Depressed Kid on this mid lane, and already the gap is starting to grow. We got 18-7 to 13-0. Remember in game 1, GPK had double the net worth at 10 minutes. It's not going to be that bad this game, but it's certainly heading in that direction. Items are coming out for Ramses. Some infused raindrops to help live through that magical burst with the Sage. Sage's Mask, a little bit of mana regen so he can spam out the plasma field, plus some more tangos. Top lane, trades are happening. Poison has been applied, but we'll go back down. Oh, and look what they have. Oh, it's the broken one. Please nerf it more. Koma's going to take a lot of damage here. DM has the Mana Aura, 2 mana regen for allies, plus the Mana Burn. 18-second, 100 damage mana burnt. Immersion, he's getting taken down by the swipes of DM. The Scorched Earth coming through. Will he have enough? Does burn his mana again. Immersion will walk away with the assistance of those infused raindrops, but this ability is too good. 2 mana regen. 2 mana regen on the lane. That's like a level 3 CM aura. It's just, oh, and Koma, he's taking the hits. Still no first blood going down on any of the lanes. This 5 DK, making it through the laning phase reasonably well. I assume he's just going to level up the Dragon Tail and look for the stuns. Maybe just the 1 level in the Dragon Blood to help sustain in the lane, but otherwise, probably going to ignore the Dragon Blood on the support. Simply not having enough levels to put too much into that. We'll get the Breathe Fire for that damage reduction. Rescue taking quite a few hits from GPK and just keep slapping him out. Oh, in comes Duckwall in mid. We'll have to sidestep. GPK expertly goes around. In fact, he's going to turn around. The refraction charges just come out. He sidestepped those brambles perfectly. GPK is just feeling himself. Oh, and while we're happening, top lane. I miss it. Koma goes down. The first blood. This ability's broken. Breast Kid, he can't step up, even with GPK being low with this Falcon Blade earlier. Looking for it again. But GPK just stands still. I'll stand in the brambles. You want to come and harass me? Step in. Step into the arena. Ramses, with no static link to use, does have 30 stolen damage still. Bit of a farm fest on this bottom lane. Top lane items are coming out for the Dazzle, some wards. Looking to get some vision control over this top side to enable their position 1 Riki to farm. Riki's one of those pos ones that doesn't do a lot early game. Early doors, you have a blink, have tricks of the trade. It's a little bit, it's evasive more than damage orientated. Yamich is going to take the level 2 poison touch. Here we are. It's Groundhog Day. We've seen this before. He's going to pop the Arctic Burn a lot faster this time, but this time there's a Doom coming over. He's got the level in Infernal Blade. There's no level in Grave. And Immersion. We look for the deny, but he won't quite go down. Bottom lane, same time Ramses is being gone on. Dakota's just trying to body block him. Saying, stop attacking my Razor. And who's going on who? The stun's ready. Stun's ready with the Breathe Fire. Will they have enough? One more click. Oh, it's not enough. He low damage rolled. But Heaven's committing. In comes the Plasma Field. He's going to get the hit off. Turns around for it. No. Doesn't actually use it. Dakota's going in. That's a tower, bro. You're not that tanky. He's going to have 10 wands. He won't need them. He will hold on to those wands. Meanwhile, top lane, Koma's being chased down as well. DM will click him the blink away to the crit wave. And yeah, this Riki is not getting what he really wants in this top lane. GPK just throwing out the Laguna. Just a little bit casual harass when the refraction was down. Just asserting dominance on this mid lane. GPK says you're not allowed here. Bottles will get him up nice and healthy. Let's actually switch over to net worth. See how things are heading at the moment. Riki's actually Koma. Despite the harass that's come out in this top lane, he's done well for himself. Riki does have decent base regen. But what can this Riki do moving into the mid game? Will the silence be enough? I think the heroes are pretty tanky on the side of outsiders with the Doom, the DK, the Wyvern sitting behind with heals. Bottom lane, Ash is being gone on. They've got the link and it'll be enough. Yeah, maxing out this Dragon Tail stun for Zodiac. Pos 5. You're going to move towards the blink next. He just has to be a blink bot. I think if you're running this 5 DK, it just has to be a blink bot. Immersion will go down top. Outsiders, they're starting to run over. Parni all over the map. They're coming back for Koma. Hey, you want to hang around this lane? We got some more mana burn for you. Here's level 6. They pop out the detection. The Doom as well. Ricky. Blade will come down. Gets that last hit off. Will he die? Rotations are coming through. Does sidestep the brambles. Yamich into the trees. He's ticking. Is he going to die? It's going to be close on that last tick. One more. One more. He lives on 3 health, the Ricky. Immersion. He's going in. Got the level 2 poison touch. But he's not going to come fast enough. Oh, the tip as well. The stun won't be there. So, actually on that top lane, nobody died.
Wow.
Nobody died on the top lane. Everyone just lived. Dota, the game where everyone just walks away. It's a healthy game. People are respecting each other here. Kappa. Nine Pasha will be able to continue to farm with this level 3, soon to be level 4 in Celestial Hammer. Didn't get any value out of that first Solar Guardian, so that's going to be very disappointing. Immersion getting some time in this top lane, trying to get to his level 6 or some earlier levels. Oh. It's 5 DK. He pops the wands. He's not going to be tanky enough. He's heading up on a bit of a warding journey up on that high ground. But remember, it's just a DK. It's just a 5 DK. DD bottom. Stun does catch. Burning through the refraction charges. Laguna is available. Not going to be enough damage.
Denied.
I say it's just a DK. I mean, it's just a POS 5. Just a POS 5. They have to burn a lot there to just kill a POS 5. So outsiders, they have to be happy with this. Tier 1 tower with the catapult coming in. They want to try and get it with the DD on Lena. Flag bearer creep as well. Inspiration aura coming out. Almost level 6 on Zakota. The defense comes out in the form of the Bramble Maze, and they'll have to back away. So even with that catapult wave and the inspiration aura, they didn't get the job done. Orb of Corrosion, early pick up this game on 9 Pasha. Very different, bit of a different build up to last game. Is he going to build into Desolator? BKB Desolator potentially this game. Didn't go for damage last game, went for more the Heaven's Halberd utility build. And maybe they felt that lack of damage and potentially going to change up the build this game and starting it with that Orb of Corrosion. Ramsey senses trouble and he's out of there. He said, I'm going to go farm some creeps in the jungle. I'm gone. Catapult Wave is still alive in the top lane though. Yamich with the level 6. Ooh, tempting to just chuck it on Immersion next to the creep wave there. You're going to pull the creeps. Keep the catapult alive. Yes, tank it, tank it. Keep it alive, tank it. Don't let the catapult die. Keep tanking. Don't. Yeah, there it is. Nice, very nice. And this top lane with that catapult alive will go down, particularly with GPK joining the push. Last hit. Okay. Yeah, and the pause comes out. What just happened? How does a Razor solo kill? I mean, I can only assume that the 9 Pasha went in on Ramses there, but Ramses is healthy. That's a very unusual pick-off. Top lane though, Immersion's been going on. Not yet level 6. They're gonna pop the Doom on it as well. You are not getting out of it. He high fives on the way out. DM picks up another kill on the top lane. He's now on a killing spree. Can't help but sense this tier 1 tower is not long for this world. Particularly with the level 6 of DK coming up soon. Yeah, he's going straight in for the blink. So just the consumables plus the blink. And once again, it's the 3 cores. It's the 3 cores of outsiders at the top of the net worth charts. Top lane, Smoke. From Heaven. Has got the level 6 online. Do they have enough to bring down this Doom? He's got 4900 HP. Did use the Scorched Earth. Maybe they see an opportunity once that runs out. It's almost gone. Just waiting for it. They're moving over now. Is he going to farm these creeps? Oh, he does, but he does it too quickly. Smoke will expire, and DM will just walk away. Yeah, they're on the hunt, but they realize that their prey has evaded them. Yamich just using the level 1 Arctic Burn to try and hit the tower from outside of range. They really want this tower. You do have the 6 on the position 5 DK ready and available to go hit a tower now. Ramses using the ultimate just to farm a little faster. And Coma, not yet any items to speak of. Would like to get potentially a diffusal blade. Is this coming out? Yeah, he does have the diffusal blade now. So diffusal blade on the Ricky actually can start making some movements and does a lot of damage early on. 1200 HP, got the full level of Blink Spite, almost Trinks of the Trade, maxed out, and the one in the smoke for the time being. That value silence. We're going to go on GPK here. Brave comes out, GPA, Curse Crown, will catch him, will sidestep around the brambles. But who's going on who? Depressed Kid is on the front line. In the back, Ricky's been spotted. He got DK stunned. Out comes the Solar Guardian with the heals and the stun follow-up. Coma, he's being dusted. He's trying to get out, and the back lines, he blink away. Fear catches two. 9 Pasha walking away at the time being. But it won't be enough to save him. Coma did manage to blink away just in the nick of time to the next creep wave, but it will be a tier 1 falling, and they still have Doom. They catch. Oh, no. Doom is going to be used here. Depressed Kid, they have the detection. They don't even need it. They don't even need it. Brave, he's going to live a little bit longer. Doom will come out on the Dazzle. And fly by Dazzle as well. It's just the feed train coming in here from Parni at the moment. In walks Willow. He wants to piece of the action, but they just get pieces of him. 9 Pasha. Oh no, 9 Pasha's been caught with the stun. He's going to go down too. Coma's been DK stunned with the 5 Zakoda as well. And oh no. Oh, GPK walks away. He's got money. He's almost got a BKB. That's very good for outside. They don't get the tower, but man, they committed and they got rewarded. Oda. Immersion stops to dig. Yeah, walk through. Pops the ward down. I mean, no one's going to de-ward that.
I didn't see that coming.
This is a quality ward right here. No one's going to get that one. It's outside of range. Yeah. Sometimes it's better to have a ward down that doesn't get dewarded and only sees a little bit than a ward that does get dewarded and then sees nothing. Yeah? 2-man smoke. Running down the mid lane. Not yet a Veil up on Heaven. Coma wants to be active now with this Diffusal Blade. He hasn't gone for a Battle Fury build, so he cannot farm. He needs to find gold through fighting. And potentially see that smoke breaks. He's going to catch the Wyvern under the silence. Does have the level in Cold Embrace. But the damage from the Bedlam will be enough. GPK wants a bit though. Curse Crown comes out. The Laguna will blast through that Dark Willow. That was a lot of health disappearing. It's a level 2 Laguna Blade. 700 magical damage. Oh, but GPK stepped up. In comes the silence. Coma's just standing his ground. Pops the BKB. And Lena's the boss of this map. With the Boots of Travel and the BKB, he can pretty much run away from anything on the map at the moment. DM with the Devour is continuing to scale. And the side of Parni are just struggling to keep up in terms of net worth. They're falling behind 7k net worth. Ooh, another movement again on the DM. No BKB on him though. He has a Midas though. He's not going to get the efficiency. He has to pop. He does pop the BKB. I think he just arrived. Pasha comes in with the ultimate. Solar Guardian didn't hit anyone. Ramses is hitting the... Oh, it's a lot of damage. Brave will save him for the time being. But Immersion, you saved your friend. But you can't save yourself. Roche gets a little bit disturbed. Get out of my pit. Everyone moves back. Ramsey's working towards a BKB as well. He's very close. In jumps Coma. They try and get this Wyvern again inside the smoke, and this time the pickoff will be successful. I think they're going to start realizing that Coma is not farming creeps. He is not farming creeps. He is farming heroes. This is his game plan. Yeah, he's seen some creeps here. He wants these one. Make sure you get the inspiration one. Make sure you get that double gold. He did. Nice. Scan will come out, but we'll stop triggering, realizing there is a hero of Parni around, but they're not actually in the pit right now. Oh, it does. Oh, it didn't quite trigger. They might not think they're in there. Depressed Kid's going to go for the double meld. And minus 16 armor onto Roche. He's not going to like that. Deso on top of it as well. Another 6 armor. Wallsers. Minus 22 armor for a moment there. But they know they're in there now. DM coming across. No BKB for 5 seconds. GPK has his ready. They run into the pit. Half health. Jumps in with the blink. Doesn't get the catch though. He does, but the invulnerability gets off. They're going to see him. Now comes the grave. Turn around. Trying to get up this ramp. Here comes the Winter's Curse on the backline. They catch the 2 with the follow-up LSA. Oh no, Patch is going to go down as well. And the 5 DK is just running at them. He's zoning back the whole team. He catches another one with the fire, breathe fire. And there goes Roche for the side of Outsiders. Parni, their life in these qualifiers are on the brink of existence right now. They actually catch the press kid. Decide Roshan is the objective. Finish it off. He's just zoning him. Level 3 in Dragon Blood. Yeah, go on the DK. He wants him to go on him. That's what he's going. Oh, whoa. That's a bit more. The Desolator damage coming out. Out comes. Stuns 3. Catching on the Solar. And follow-up. Yamage isn't going to get actually spells off. He will go down. Doom over onto Ricky. But Shalligrave for the time being. He will die off. Buyback from DK. And they are committing to get this Aegis. The Willow can't survive from that point. Tries to get off the Terrorize, but it won't be enough. 9 Pasha running for his life. I think they might just head back. Roche is already gone. It's 9 Pasha. He's juking. He's driving. He's going around the trees. There's going to be a plasma field in a moment. But maybe it's enough. Ramses decides it's a little deep. He didn't get the Aegis. It is GPK with the Aegis this time. And he'll have to run it away. Echo Saber was actually the pickup for 9 Pasha, so just want a little bit additional burst, but didn't end up going for that Desolator. Probably a little bit late for the Desolator now. Since I already do have the Desolator on the TA, you probably don't want to stack those Desolator effects. Fair enough call coming out from 9 Pasha. Meanwhile, Ramses will just keep popping that ultimate to farm. This is it's a bit like CK at the moment. You pop that ultimate to farm, pop the Phantasm, same as Eye of the Storm. It's not really whether you have it for a fight or not is a little bit irrelevant. You just keep using it. The press kid's been shown in the mid lane. He's getting caught. He's got no BKB. Stun's going to come out Laguna, and he's just dead. Oh, the tips are coming out from the side of Outsiders. They said, yeah, that was a bit brave from you, Press Kid. You can't just stand in front of our tower. Oh, and the blink stun as well. There won't even be a grave to delay the death. Yeah, that was very, very ballsy from Depressed Kid, just walking up within distance of stunning from the fog. And they let him know it. 3 minutes still on the Aegis. Shadowblade looking into Silver Edge. Silver Edge, nothing really that they're too interested in breaking. I guess, oh, they know. They know he's in here. They're looking. GPK. Where is he? There's a 9 Pasha in here. Over here, a little bit to the right. Oh, they're pinging it. They're pinging it. Oh, he tumbles toys further into the tree. Shh.
His brain is so big.
Oh, 9 Pasha the taunts. Oh, Yamich is coming through.
This is our moment.
Oh, do you see him? No. Oh, 3 heroes scouting through the trees. And they don't see him. He tumbling toys in there. He's... Oh, we'll just head back out now. He's going to ult to the top lane. I mean, I was distracted. Top lane, the Ricky Coma will go down. Pasha, he's ulted in, but perhaps he should have stayed in the trees at bottom because it's not looking good for him. Grave does come out, delay his death a little bit longer. Immersion will go down on the Dazzle. He's phase booting away, but the Scorched Earth will catch him. The Fiery Ground. And this mid tower does look like it's going to go down. Deep ward placed behind the tier 2 tower here, so anyone who pops up here is going to get immediately gone on. It's 5 DK. Wonders never cease to amaze. Love to see it. I love Dota being pushed to the limits of its game capacity. You know, we saw last game DK being played as a 3. Excellent initiate damage, stood in the front line, couldn't be taken down. Now we're seeing it being played as a 5 this game. Similar play. Blink stun. Not as tanky. Not going to do as much damage. But he's just been zoning the team of Parni. He's just been standing in the front line saying, if you want to go on me, yeah, sure. I'll probably die. But you're going to have to commit a little bit too much to bring me down. Robo. On the Razor. The extra attack range. Lance of Pursuit, actually a really nice item for Ricky when you obviously jumping behind people with the backstab. That's actually like a Ricky item. That's very nice. Oh, is he going to be seen? Do they know? Vision. He does catch. He blinks. BKB. Oh, there's going to be a doom coming out. Yeah, the Centaur Stomp follows up, and coma. You have been sent into a coma for another 42 seconds. Aegis will expire in 5 seconds. They've caught Emergent. Oh, and it's just a straight Laguna to the face. DM summing up the situation for Parni with that voice line in 2 words.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Ultimate. Yeah. Dakota. Pos 5. He's just going to step up on the high ground. He's just going to hit the tower a little bit. Yeah. Hit the tower. Meanwhile, bottom. They're trying to go on 9 Pasha. UPK's chasing. 9 Pasha's in the trees. Oh, it's not enough. He does TP out. As I was looking, yeah. Neutral items. The Specialist Array has been nerfed. It was plus 8 attributes, so I'm glad that has been toned down. It was a little bit on crack, as you might say. Passive being crack shot. Smoke. We have Parni right on their high ground. They want to catch this Wyvern, but the Force Staff comes away. And who's actually caught who here? It's actually Coma who's being caught. The one Ricky. He's going to be going down. In comes the Grave, plus the Solar Guardian to protect. He's healed back up. Ramsey's in with the BKB. TA's being caught though. Depressed Kid went in and he's gone out. They're chasing. It's a rout. It's a full rout. No Doom available for 48, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have the Centaur Stomp and the slaps from that big sword. Oh, yes. Patch has tried to get in, but the heal. Cold Embrace will save DM on the front line. GG, well played. That's it. 9 Pasha. He calls it. It's over. Outsiders will progress through to the next round of the Eastern European Qualifiers. And Parni will have to wait for another year. GG Coma. Gee, there's a little bit of sass. A little bit of sass coming out from the side of the Outsiders.